Hey guys, it is Sunday. Looking like a clear skies kind of day. Pretty nice. Leaving the house around, I don't know, a bit after 9:30. Not too much traffic in the streets, so that's cool. Coming across a marathon over here. Yeah. I'm gonna go deliver some props to the Daniel Spectrum, the Nightwood people. But yeah, I had to just wait a little bit for a gap in the marathon, but no big deal. Got through. And yeah. I thought Amanda's had like some office hours at like 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. here, but she was not here when I arrived, which I guess is like whatever. Hopefully she'll be here soon. I kind of decided that I would just leave the props next to like what I assume is the prop closet. The first time I dropped off stuff, there was like a bunch of stuff going on, and I can see inside this room it's the stuff that they were using, so hopefully just leaving this bag next to it, it'll be fine. Here's one of the driver's license that I made. I guess I didn't show that in the last video, but yeah, overall pretty happy with how things are turning out. Still have a few more props to go, but hopefully that's useful stuff for them. So yeah, I've got my Uber bag and it's empty. I figured I might as well go online and see if I get any requests while I make my way home. And yeah, I did cross by that marathon again, but there was way fewer people running that section, so I didn't even have to get off the bike this time. And I looked at some junk, found a cutting board that I liked. You know, it could use a sanding, but I like this more than my current cutting board. It's made out of bamboo, my current one, and it feels like it's gonna splinter apart when I'm like scrubbing it and stuff. I'm always worried about the splinters with bamboo. But just as I was about to get home, got a Uber request for a Starbucks delivery. So just taking care of that. It was only like $5, so not really like a big deal or whatever, but you know, why not? I'm out here. However, as I was putting my bag back on, I heard a bit of a rip, and yeah, that rip got pretty big back there. So should probably fix that up. I don't know when I'll get to that, but maybe right after I edit this video, really. But yeah, I was biking around Lippincott. It's one of the streets close to me. There's supposed to be a yard sale in this area that I did not find, but I did see these chairs that I was into. You know, they're in a bit of a rough shape looking. It's again one of those things where it's like, you know, I do own a power sander. Potentially, I could refinish these if I felt like it. But as it is, I just carried them to the backyard. You know, since I was close by, it wasn't like a big deal. And yeah, they just like slot into themselves like that, and that's the chair. This one kind of angled up high, but I don't know, it works. So in the future, when I'm doing more Uber on the daily, I'll be able to just chill out on these chairs, hopefully. As long as no one steals them. But yeah, pretty nice. Anyways, I went inside, edited a video, gave my mom a call for Mother's Day, and came out in the afternoon. I was talking to Alex on Discord, and we're gonna hang out, so I'm on my way to go hang out. Wanted to take a bike share bike so I wouldn't have to like worry about my real bike being locked up outside or whatever. And I had to go to one of the further racks of bikes. No big deal. I guess, you know, bike share, it's just growing more and more popular every year. They do show some impressive data. The people love the bike share bikes. So yeah, we met up and we went to get some ramen. Yeah, initially I was like, let's do a picnic, but no one else was around for the picnic, and we'd have to buy stuff anyways. So it just kind of seemed easier to just go eat something at a restaurant, and then we could go chill out at a park. Also wanted to show them the LAKEY store, just because it's cool, and we like Japanese things. And yeah, I feel like it's improved in here, and that like maybe people would actually want some of the base prizes from the claw machines. The first time I went, it was all just like junk that you'd have to trade to get points towards better prizes. But yeah. Anyways, we went over to the TMU. I don't know what this like little park is called, this like courtyard, but it's pretty nice in here. I brought some blankets and we chilled out. Played some Wordle. We did get that word in like 5 guesses, I think. Maybe it was 4. But yeah. So that was some good hanging out. We're kind of like, what should we do? So we wound up going over to IKEA to check out what they got. You know, Alex, the move is becoming a little bit of a real deal. He's just kind of waiting for some final communications with the rental company. Like, he's done all the paperwork that he could do. Hopefully all that works out. We're looking at the stuff in here. It's like, Alex, this is what your apartment could be like. You could own a couch like this. So yeah, I kind of like needed to take a shit like immediately. So we went across the street and hung out in Alex's hotel for a while. And yeah, you know, we just talked about stuff. Specifically video games, I guess. And just, you know. Yeah. So anyways, we left. And it seemed like there was a big commotion going on. Apparently there was a fire just down the street. They got it under control though. And yeah, we walked around a bit more. Kind of feeling like some chicken. So we got a chicken burger from Super Chicken. And yeah, again, I was like suddenly hit with the urge to need to take a shit. So I was like, Alex, I'm sorry that I'm just kind of like leaving suddenly, but I'm just gonna go home. Yeah, kind of not a good trend with me lately. Sometimes I just get the sudden urge to need to shit, so yeah. And you know, I went home and took care of it, but a little bit annoying. Later, guys.